Hello Year 10 mathematicians, just going to move on to a new section in the textbook, Unit 5, Shape and Space. The first part of Shape and Space in Unit 5 is translations. A translation is a type of geometric transformation, not to be confused with translation in any other context. And the main objective today is to be able to perform a translation on a coordinate grid. So in the maths context, a translation moves an object, a 2D object, left or right, or up or down, without changing the object's size or orientation. Okay, so what that means is if I pick a random object, say this, okay, a translation would move this object left, right. It could move it up, down. It could move it right, then up, and so on. But what it can't do is spin the object, can't reflect the object, and it definitely can't change the size of the object, so we want to stretch it out. So it's just going left, right, up, down, no spinning, no rotating, no reflecting, and no enlarging. Right, the instructions for moving left, right, up and down, some new notation you haven't seen before. The notation looks like this. Okay, it's a big bracket with two numbers, one on the top, one on the bottom. And this is called a vector. And the instructions are as follows. The number at the top tells you the left or right movement. And the numbers at the bottom tell you the up or down movement. So for example, something like that, 2, 3. Now, positive numbers mean right and negative numbers mean left on the top, and positive numbers on the bottom mean up and negative numbers mean down. So a little bit like coordinates. It's almost like a coordinate written vertically, effectively. So that is 2 up, 2 right, 3 up. And let's just take another one. That would be 5 left and 1 up. Okay, so let's see what a question will look like. Be given a coordinate grid, or you might have to draw out the coordinate grids today, but in the exam you'd be given one. We've got an object labelled A, and we're asked to translate that object by a vector. So these are the instructions. So this first vector, the instructions are 3 right, 2 up. So you take that object, you pick on points individually, so the corners are always the good points to pick, and you move the corners one by one. So the top corner needs to move 3 to the right, so the coordinate was 1, so it goes 1, 2, 3 up to 4, and then 2 up. So that point there moves there. Then let's just take the bottom of this, which starts at 1, 1, goes 3 to the right, 2 up, ends up there. And then maybe take this corner, which goes 3 to the right, 2 up, that goes there. And that's probably enough information now for you to draw the object, which needs to be identical. And that would be part A. Okay, let's try one of the other vectors. So part B, -5, -1. Again, treat it like a vertical coordinate effectively. So 5 left, 1 down. Pick on corners. So 5 left, 1 down. 5 left, 1 down. That one's not the best, there we go. And then maybe pick this bottom one. 1 down there. And then that's enough information for me to draw the object. Call that part B. You notice these objects are identical. They haven't been rotated, they haven't been enlarged. And that's the main thing with the translation. Don't change size or you don't change orientation, you just change position. And the last one is 0, -6. So 0, -6 means 0 right or left, but 6 down. So take this point, move it down 6. Obviously, I could probably draw the entire object straight away, but if you get objects which are a little bit more complicated, it's good to pick on multiple corners. Okay. Call that part C. And that would be it. So the main exam tip for today is when performing a translation, pick on the corners of the object and translate those one by one. Then join the dots effectively, so join the corners to make the image. Yeah, sometimes the word image is used as well, by the way, to talk about the answer to a translation. So all of these, part A, part B, and part C, could be called images of the translation. It's a word which sometimes crops up. So the questions I'd like you to do are on page 339 and 340. It's just exercise 1. And just do exercise 1 only, all of the questions, and that's pretty much it.